Y'all, we need to talk about TikTok. Hello everyone, it is me. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but Salem, how are you guys doing? Before we get into this video, I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone who supported me in my last video about body shaming and Billie Eilish. I really appreciate the support, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for coming to my gathering today. Apart from that, another announcement that I want to make is what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
I ain't never seen two pretty best friends.
It's always one of them gotta be ugly.
If you follow me on Twitter, which if you don't, go ahead and follow me. It's literally a mess every single day. But if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I recently posted that I was on TikTok for only like, what, 15 minutes? Scrolling, you know, doing my daily numbing from reality, right? So I tweeted out, I got on TikTok for only 15 minutes, and I decided to screenshot every single toxic trend that I scrolled into that could possibly trigger someone's body dysmorphia or lower someone's self-esteem. I had run into almost, I think, 7 very toxic trends. These are trends that have to do with basically affirming that you are indeed ugly via challenges that make you question how you look, or using filters to fix said ugliness. Now, I'm not a magician or a scientist, but I don't think I have to really reiterate or tell you as to why this is problematic, but let's talk about it anyways. Let's start off by talking about the origins of TikTok. TikTok didn't start off as TikTok. It actually started off as 2 separate apps, which was Musical.ly and Douyin. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Which later on merged to be TikTok. Musical.ly was first launched in 2014 by Alex Xiu and Louis Yang. Musical.ly was actually originally made for people to spread information or make short educational videos, but we all saw how that turned out. But hey, it's not so bad. The app became a viral sensation and reached up to the top 5 most used apps in the summer of 2015. This is also around the same time where we started seeing people like Jacob Sartorius become super famous. The very next year, Vine closed, with Musical.ly rising in popularity, while another very famous app dying out, Douyin launched in China. And this specific app that was launched in China became incredibly successful. Douyin had 100 million users and 1 billion video views each day. In September 2017, Douyin expanded outside of China. This app was launched all across other types of international markets under a new name, which was TikTok. And TikTok first became extremely popular in Japan, Thailand, and other Asian places. So basically now what we have is that TikTok already existed in these places, meanwhile the US was mostly focusing on Musical.ly. However, both apps was owned by the same parent company, which is ByteDance. And in November 2017, ByteDance finally decided to buy out both companies, and finally in November 2017, ByteDance bought Musical.ly for $1 billion. And sadly, Vine and Musical.ly was officially dead. No more Jacob Sartorius, no more baby Ariel, no more 13-year-olds saying the N-word. But that's okay, because now we have TikTok, which is basically the same thing. TikTok basically completely skyrocketed, especially in the US, which now has over 100 million users. And thank God, because now we still have really dumb dances, cringe content, and 13-year-olds saying the N-word. How some things never change. And because of 2020 being such a messy year, TikTok became even more popular because now people could interact with each other on this platform, making jokes, duetting, or showing off their talents. TikTok genuinely has a lot of cool features and communities, but one of the most noticeable features that TikTok has is its virality algorithm. And this artificial intelligence is one that helps run TikTok. Basically, this algorithm helps your videos have a bigger possibility of becoming famous or viral, hence the virality algorithm, which is honestly super cool. That's why a lot of people like Charli D'Amelio or Lil Nas X became so popular, because their music or their dances were deemed as virality potential due to the algorithm. And look at them now, they have full-fledged careers. However, there is a downside to this algorithm, which is what I want to talk about in this video. Unlike other social platforms like Instagram or Facebook, TikTok just never ends. You can just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling
And scrolling.
And the content literally never ends, which is what makes TikTok super addicting. You literally never run out of content to watch. All of these attributes were perfect to create such a huge and successful app. TikTok is literally a titan in the entertainment industry. So much so that even a lot of famous artists now today are starting to switch to that platform because of the insane amount of exposure. However, because of this never-ending stream of content where you can just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, you're eventually going to run into something very cringy, problematic, or toxic. I mean, obviously your algorithm forms into what you personally like as well and who you follow. That's a given. If you like cooking content and you follow more cooking content stuff, then your never-ending streaming content will most likely be surrounded cooking stuff. And if you're on straight TikTok, then...
Babe, I give you tons of attention.
I can't help you. But no matter how niche you try to make your TikTok feed, you will never be able to escape the super famous trends that have been going on. And the reason for this is because a lot of people like hopping on different trends as to, you know, gain exposure. And that's perfectly fine. And sometimes these trends are completely innocent and genuinely fun and can give platforms to people who honestly deserve it. Sometimes these trends are, you know, wholesome, show off people's talent, but many times they're not. Going back to what I was talking about in the beginning of this video, there are a lot of questionable trends on TikTok. Very questionable. For example, there is this one trend where girls wear big t-shirts and then pull their shirts back to reveal their body shape, which inherently isn't bad. However, when you look in the comments, it's filled with nothing but people hating on their own bodies, which creates this very toxic environment. There are also a lot of trends that have made people cry. This was a trend that was popular a while back where you would basically flip your camera back and forth to see how unsymmetrical your face is, because apparently now there's a new beauty standard where if your face is symmetrical, you're considered attractive. It became a trend to check whether you fit this standard by using the filter. And I remember this one video of this girl trying this trend, filmed herself crying afterwards. And I know a lot of people are kind of like, LMAO, so relatable, I hate my face, or this and that. But the thing is, like, I don't understand why is this being encouraged? Like, this person was clearly hurt by this trend. They literally cried over them not being able to fit this weird standard that TikTok made. Also, I just want to say real quick that TikTok did not make this standard. It's always been around ever since people just became more self-conscious and wanted to find new ways to determine whether they're ugly or not. However, TikTok making it a trend definitely reinforced this toxic beauty standard. And the reason why I keep bringing up checking if you're attractive or not, it's because a lot of these trends have to do with checking if you're ugly. Another example of this is a trend where you check if you're attractive by your nose lining up with your lips. And this trend actually became incredibly popular. There's another trend where you use a filter to determine if you have good eyebrows or not, or use a filter to determine whether your lips are normal sized or not. Which, by the way, is so dumb. Like, who's making these trends, bruh? It's literally based off of nothing. These trends are literally just made to make people feel bad. I'm pretty sure I can make up some dumb crap at the top of my head that can fit with these trends. Like, cover this half of your face and then this half of your face to determine which side of you is more attractive. Oh wait, that's already a trend. And I know one argument is they're just having fun. Kids are gonna be kids. Then why are people literally filming themselves crying and feeling bad about themselves after doing these trends or using filters, and also commenting on other people's videos that they hate their body and comparing themselves to them? This is actually like a really big problem. And because of the way TikTok is set up and its algorithm, you can't really like get rid of it. If you just so happen to run into it, then you just kind of run into it because of the way TikTok is set up, which is a never-ending streaming service essentially. They're gonna be in the algorithm. They're gonna show up in your feed no matter how hard you try to get rid of them. There is a weird obsession with beauty, a weird obsession with checking if you're attractive or not on TikTok, and that is just the truth. We see it all the time. Apart from the virality algorithm, there is another algorithm that everyone tends to ignore, but it's there. TikTok has a beauty algorithm, and this algorithm was actually exposed and brought into light by a TikTok user, and this person basically gave a rundown on how the beauty algorithm works. Y'all can just go ahead and watch it, but I'm gonna give my own explanation for it too. So apart from the algorithm that basically looks at your content and determines whether it's like viral worthy or not, which pushes it or not, there is a beauty algorithm, which, by the way, these things are not separate. They very much coincide. The majority of TikTok users that have gone completely viral in such a short amount of time are attractive. Even if the person isn't doing anything or doing the most minimal amount of effort possible in a video, if they're attractive, since they fit the standards of the TikTok beauty algorithm, they're automatically going to get 2 steps closer into the virality algorithm, because these things both coincide. So the more attractive you are, the more of a chance you have of becoming viral. And this beauty algorithm actually works in a very particular way. You know, there's actually a reason why a lot of people who get immediately famous on TikTok kind of have the same attributes and the same facial features. And basically this anthropological study and the beauty standards that they use to reinforce this artificial intelligence only focused on desirable features that Asian and European people found most desirable and attractive. There's actually a website that you can go on online to actually use this algorithm like in real time. It makes up basically random people and determines who is actually attractive according to the artificial intelligence information that they got from these studies. What this AI looks for is to find someone with an even matching skin tone, no acne scars, no dark circles, no eye bags, mostly a smaller and slimmer face, usually lighter skin, big eyes, a small nose. Obviously, all these standards that I just mentioned clearly fall under Asian and Eurocentric beauty standards. So basically, if you look like the complete opposite of what the AI sees as attractive, it doesn't necessarily mean that if you look the opposite, that it's going to hinder your chances of becoming viral or going into that virality algorithm. But what I am saying is that if you do fit the standards, then you automatically have a 1-up on every other user because you have met the standard of the beauty algorithm, which can help push you into the virality algorithm. And these type of people go viral all the time. In fact, I don't know if y'all know this, but the most liked video on TikTok has 40.2 million likes, and it is Bella Poarch with the M to the B TikTok, where she's just bobbing her head. And that's it. I've said this once and I'll say it again. America hates ugly fat people. And if you're ugly and fat, then you're not going to be TikTok famous. I mean, you still can be TikTok famous, but it'll just be a lot harder for you. If Bella Poarch hadn't fit the societal standards that we see as beautiful, or the TikTok beauty algorithms, you know, standard of beautiful, then that video wouldn't have gone viral at all. That's just the truth. If she was the complete opposite of what we see as beautiful, then sis wouldn't have a career. The reason why this is so toxic and problematic is because people who fit into Asian and Eurocentric beauty standards have an advantage. The truth is, even though there are niche communities on TikTok, TikTok fails to give a platform to POC creators, or just more diversity in general. I can't even name 2 POC influencers who have even gone remotely close to that type of level of infamy. In fact, the very TikTok that Charli D'Amelio got famous off of, she copied her dance from a black TikToker, Jalea Harmon. She made the Renegade dance, but for some reason, Charli copying her became much more famous. However, it's not only the algorithm's problem. Honestly, it's a problem with the users. The truth is, standards don't come out of thin air. It has to do with years and years of conditioning POC to hate themselves, to condition other people to pushing Eurocentric standards, years of pushing the narrative that POC features are considered ugly, and these trends reinforce these standards. And of course, the beauty algorithm doesn't help with these videos not being recommended to people. I'm just so tired of like seeing such toxic and problematic trends and standards becoming the backbone of so many platforms. I think a lot of us are just exhausted being fed the same thing. I just want to see more diversity. I want to see people with actual talents. And this goes for every single other platform, not just TikTok. And the way that we can do that is stepping out of our comfort bubble, stepping out of what the algorithm purposely feeds us. It's definitely time for a change. Please be more open, be more sensitive with what you participate in, and be more conscious in who you follow. And down with straight TikTok 2020, message approved by Kevin.
Yes. Please stop reinforcing straight people culture. Please.
We should probably make a video reacting to cringy straight TikToks though.
Yeah, I'm done.
Should we?
Yeah.
Y'all let us know. I like how this video took such a huge turn. Oh my god. Anyways, Remember to like and subscribe if you want. No pressure. But I will pressure you to listen to my music on SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com/SalemCore. And I will pressure you to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Here are my handles. Alright, y'all. I gotta take these off.